Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Grace and this is process video 139. This is my last page that I created with my January, February, January, February homemade kit. Okay, I have to talk slowly so I don't mess up my words. So I'm starting off with this red cardstock, and then I'm going to be putting white cardstock over that. I'm sorry that it's not focusing very well. You know, when it's white, it's hard for the camera to know where it should focus. So I've kind of pre-cut a lot of these items already. So this is going to be another quick video from me, but also I don't have a lot of products still left over from this kit, so I'm kind of just using what I have. I wanted to use up that kind of gray paper because that's all that's left of that, and then I did cut out the heart strips from another pattern paper, and then I wanted to use up that black die cut that I had pulled for this particular kit, and that's just going to be part of my design in the background. I have one photo and it's a 4x6, and I matted that with the same cardstock that I used for the background. Now I have this We Are Family and We Are Blessed journaling block, and I really liked the sentiment on there, and I thought that would be my title. But you can see that I will change my mind later. And then I have this another journaling block, and it just has the months of the year, and then it has lines, of course, because for journaling, but instead of using it as a journaling block, I am just using that as a layering piece. Now I have this label paper from Pink Paisley that I pulled out for this particular kit, and it's just plain labels. And what I did was I pulled out a couple of my sentiment stamp sets, and then I just stamped a bunch of the sentiments on there. So some of the sentiments are family fun, together, memories, or I can't even remember what I put in there. A moment in time, just a bunch of those, and I stamped them with some dark brown ink, and then I'm going to put that on my background. I felt like I wanted to use it up, and also because my background is a little bit plain. And so this is another way for you to kind of make your own pattern paper, is if you have some label papers, or even if you don't have label papers, if you have label stamp or something, you can make your own by using some of the tools that you already have on hand. Now I have my journaling block there pre-printed already, and I did put that. When I printed it off, I made sure that the spacings in between the lines were about 1.5, not double because that's too wide of a gap, but I did 1.5 because I wanted it to be strips. And so I'm just trimming that all up, and then I'm going to find a spot for the journaling. And this is where I'm going to be struggling a little bit because I don't know where to put it. Sometimes, you know, I have this design that works very well with journaling already because the spot is, I can see it in my head where the journaling is going to go. But for this particular one, I focused on the labels, and so I don't know where they're going to go. But I didn't want to take this out of the video because I wanted you to see that I am like everybody else, that I have this idea, but then when I put all of the elements together, sometimes I get stumped because, of course, journaling and the photos are very important to me, and so that needs to have some space. But then I get so excited about an idea as far as the design concept, and then, yeah, I get stumped. So I'm going to move those things around. I did notice, though, that when I had put the journaling strips on the top of the photo, because there are some open spaces on the top of the photo, I thought I can cover that up, and then realized that I needed a couple more of those labels to finish off the bottom. And so here I'm going to show you, I have some more of those labels. It seems like you can never run out of them because they're just a full 12 by 12. And then I am going to pull out a couple more of those stamps that I really liked, and then stamp that on a couple of those spots. And then here I'm going to be trimming that away off of my paper. And then I did, so because the labels are connected to each other, there is that kind of triangle edge to it that you need to trim off so that you can see the shape of the label. So I adhered everything on the white cardstock because I wanted kind of a seamless and clean edge to it. And then but I also wanted some of the labels to kind of hang out. And so I adhered it and I trimmed the excess off before I adhered it on my red cardstock. And then I used some of those 2x2 squares of paper from Pebbles, punched out some circles, and I also punched out some scallops with some blue cardstock. That was just, I used it for another project. And then here, I'm trying to use up my stuff, guys. So even though I am not really, like, I don't really think that the horseshoe and this kind of odd shaped glitter thing worked with the theme of my layout, I am going to put it there anyways because I just wanted to use it up. So there's my layout. As you can see, I did take out that big block of sentiment because it was just too wordy. So I am just going to call this family, but here is my layout and I will catch you guys another day. Bye.